Okay guys, it's Monday morning around 10 o'clock. I'm going to run to our Dollar Tree, the one that's closest to our house, and see what I can find to do this Dollar Tree challenge. Welcome back to the crazy life with the DeVores fam. Okay, so I'm probably gonna get something for breakfast, a couple snacks, probably just lunch for me because my kids will be at school tomorrow when I'm going to be doing this, and either they don't want to pack a lunch or they eat at school, so I'm not going to worry about lunch. And then I will also do a dinner. I will not film inside of there because they're really short staffed. The store is always chaotic and there's always a lot of people in there, and sometimes you have to like dig for things. So I will show you what I got when I get home, and then tomorrow we will begin the challenge. Okay guys, I am back. I spent $21.56. Now, our Dollar Tree was picked over. I don't know if maybe the truck hasn't come in for the week because the shelves were really empty in the food section, or if they're just that understaffed that nothing's getting put out on the shelves. I'm not sure. They've had that problem before. People just don't want to work. Anyways, our Dollar Tree is also still $1 because I looked at my receipt and nothing said $1.25. Dang cats. So there's 21 things on my table, and then of course with the tax. Because everything was so picked over, I did the best that I could do. Some of this stuff I actually have already, and I will talk about that, but I figured we will use it anyway because it's some of the stuff like the pancake mix that I bought from the Dollar Tree. Obviously we go through a lot of pancake mix, so I didn't feel like I was wasting my money with any of these things. Again, I have 6 kids. Some of them are teenagers, so not everybody is probably going to be participating in this. I am hoping that everybody will at least maybe participate in the dinner activity. I actually have 2 dinners here. I don't know which one I want to cook. I couldn't decide, so I just grabbed both because they will both obviously get eaten during the week. The kids will not be home for lunch tomorrow, so I just bought myself a little bit of lunch because they hardly had any freezer section. They didn't have any like canned fruit, like everything was gone. If I feel the need obviously to have a banana or an apple or cut myself up an orange or add some frozen fruit to my pancakes, or if the kids want that, obviously I will not tell them no. And as far as like the snack stuff goes, there's no way I'm gonna be able to keep the kids out of the cupboards after school if they want something different. But the whole purpose of this video is that if you live somewhere like a food desert, which we do not live in a food desert. We are in Idaho Falls, but I know that there are places in the United States, or even outside of the United States, where it is a food desert and maybe all you have to shop at is your local Dollar Tree, or maybe like a gas station, like the convenience part. That would be an interesting video. So do I think I got the most for my money here? No way. It would have been probably cheaper at Winco. Although the French fries I got, I've seen that brand at Winco, and it was obviously cheaper at the Dollar Tree because you pay a few cents more at Winco. So that was good to know. I noticed that they did have some name brand stuff like the Campbell's soup there, so I chose to get that because it's the same price as the generic brand, so I might as well go with the one that I trust. But yeah, I think if you had to, you could make it work. Like I said, probably all 6 kids won't participate in this, but you know, if you absolutely had to, I think you very well could do it. You just would have to spend a little bit more money for our family size to get the portion size. So let me show you what I got, and then tomorrow I will show you the meals. Okay, so we will start with breakfast. Are we gonna eat you for breakfast, Binks? Huh? Are you breakfast? Kitty, kitty. Okay, so I got a pancake mix, and it's just to add water. So I like things that were just add water because there was no milk, there wasn't even canned milk or boxed milk or anything at our Dollar Tree. So we'll just be using water, and then we do have syrup, but we go through a lot of syrup, so I was curious about this anyway. So I will go ahead and open this up tomorrow, and they can have syrup if they want. And then I just got 4 applesauces because I know Allison never eats breakfast. Tiffany hardly ever eats breakfast. Kennedy eats breakfast at school. So we'll see if I can get Jillian and Wes, myself, and maybe Parker to eat breakfast tomorrow. And so they can have an applesauce with the pancakes if they want. And then for my lunch, I picked up this chicken salad with crackers, and it's not a lot of food, but I figured I could top it with some of these pickles, and these are really good. Me and my husband really like these. I probably should have bought a couple more to add to put in his lunch. That's another thing. He won't be eating lunch here. I pack his lunch, so he'll still get his peanut butter and jelly tomorrow. But I'll have this for my lunch, and I'll probably, if nobody eats the applesauce, I'll eat that with it, but I might have to grab a banana or something to eat with this just so that I'm getting enough calories for my lunch. For snacks, and I've bought these from the Dollar Tree before, and my kids really like them. This is actually what me and Kennedy have been snacking on for her bedtime routine when we're reading her books together. She munches on a few of these. I do as well. They're not good for you, but they taste good. And I'll just put these in a container, but they can have this for an after school snack if they want, or after dinner. And I also got these chocolate chip cookies. I think it says it makes 12 2-inch cookies, and all you needed was 1 tablespoon of water and a half a stick of butter. So I went ahead and picked up some butter. I don't really like this kind, but this is what they had, and I was trying to stay true to just using things from the Dollar Tree, so this can be a snack also. And also I got 2 bags of pretty good sized, these are pretty good sized bags of corn nuts, 4 ounces. I have several kids that really like spicy stuff more than sweet stuff, and I was not about to get Takis, so I decided to go with some corn nuts if they want to snack on these. I might even snack on some of these with my lunch as well, because I like corn nuts. Okay, and for dinner, so they don't have ground beef, but I saw another lady, I think her name's that Lisa Dawn, and she does a lot of Dollar Tree videos, which is actually where I got the idea to do this. It's just 3 of them, but I wanted to see if I could do it. She buys these beef patties, and she just breaks them up in the pan to make ground beef. So I bought 3 because there's only 2 in a pack. So either I could make 2 of these with, or probably just maybe 1 of these, 2 with some lasagna. And let's see, it says you need 1 pound of ground beef. So yeah, I probably need 2 of these to make this lasagna. And I think this is kind of just like a generic hamburger helper. You do need milk for it, but I have milk, so I went ahead and picked it up because they just did not have anything at our Dollar Tree. They didn't even have almond milk at our Dollar Tree. So I might make this tomorrow. And of course, I have canned vegetables. If some of my kids are really picky, they don't like the frozen ones if I don't cook it in the crock pot. But I did pick up some frozen vegetables because I could also make my French fry casserole in the crock pot with, I just do a bag of French fries. I probably need both of these, with 2 cans of cream of mushroom. Again, these are from the Dollar Tree, with maybe half of the bag of frozen veggies or half of this bag of frozen veggies, and then that's dinner. Sometimes I put cheese on it, and they did have cheese, but it wasn't real cheese, so I was like, I didn't want to go there. But this is what I got, so I'm curious to see how this is gonna work. Let me know in the comment section what you think, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, good morning guys. It's the next day. It's time to start our challenge. Okay, so I'm making for breakfast the Dollar Tree pancake mix. You can make waffles too out of this. So I'm doing the 6 to 8 pancakes. So it calls for 1 cup of the pancake mix and 3/4 cup of water. So I've got the cup of mix and the water. That's all you need. And I just want to mention that I'm also using the spices and like oils and stuff that I already had. I did not buy any of that kind of thing. So I'm noticing that this mix is a whole lot thinner than like the Krusteaz brand that I usually buy. So I might go ahead and add a little bit more mix to this, and plus we have the applesauce. Okay, so it made 7 pancakes. I probably could have made 8, but I made the first one too big. So I'll let the kids eat this first, and then if I want some, I'll have to make some more, and then I'll just do the serving size for like 3 to 4 pancakes. And if there's leftovers from what I eat, they can have that as a snack. So I'm gonna serve these with the fake, this isn't real butter, margarine that I bought from the Dollar Tree. So I have it right here. And then whoever wants, oops, an applesauce and the Dollar Tree syrup. So Tiffany's the only one in here, so I'm gonna serve this to her and I'll let you know how she likes it. So Tiffany only wants one. Looks good. She does not want an applesauce, but let's see how she thinks it tastes. Parker, the video is going. How they taste? Are they okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine? Do they taste like the other kind, or there's a difference?
They're not fluffy.
They're not fluffy. Okay, the verdict's in. They're not fluffy. Okay, so there's actually one pancake left because nobody's that hungry this morning, so I'll eat the last pancake with the last applesauce. Tiffany ended up having an applesauce. Wesley has 2 pancakes, no applesauce. Jillian has 1 pancake and applesauce. Parker has, how many pancakes do you have? 2? 2 pancakes and an applesauce. So I'm gonna taste this. Wesley says the syrup doesn't taste very good. So let's see. Wesley, the syrup tastes like the other syrup. It's actually good. I don't know, I like it. It's good.
What?
I ended up having to use almost a 1/4 cup more of the mix because it was really thin. And they're still not as fluffy as the Krusteaz brand. But it's not gross or anything. Yeah, and the applesauce tastes like applesauce. So there's our breakfast, guys, from the Dollar Tree. See you at lunch. Oh, and okay, so FYI, that breakfast fed 5 of us. So I decided to make the French fry casserole. So I've got 3 patties and I've got 1 left and 1 more package in the freezer. I'm gonna see if 3 will be enough so that I could use this with the other package to make that lasagna mix another night. If it's not, then I'll go ahead and use this one right now, and maybe I'll just go back to the Dollar Tree and get another package to try to do the lasagna mix. But I'm gonna break this apart to make my ground beef. While that's warming up, I'm hoping that this will be enough since we are going to be having French fries and the vegetables with it. So 1 bag is only a pound of fries. It's definitely not going to be enough for all of us, so I'm going to use both bags of French fries. And like I said, I'm using the seasonings we have. So these are the seasonings I'll be using in tonight's dinner. I'm going to use a little bit of crushed red pepper, my favorite Johnny seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. And I actually have half an onion that I am going to throw in here from dinner last night. I want to use it up, but it did not come from the Dollar Tree, but like I said, I want to use it up. I don't want it to go to waste. So in case anybody was wondering, the meat actually smells really good. And I think those 3 little patties are going to be enough. I'm just breaking it into really small pieces here. And then what I'm going to do is I'll add 1 can of soup to this and mix the meat in really well. Then add this to the French fries. And then I'll add the vegetables and another can of soup, and that will be dinner. So there's dinner, and I just have it on low, probably for a couple hours. It's only 10 o'clock, so we can eat really early if we want to, because it doesn't need that long to cook since we already cooked the meat. But it is possible to cook a whole casserole from the Dollar Tree. Who would have thought? And you can also bake this in the oven in a casserole dish. You don't have to put it in the crock pot. You would just bake it for like 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. So it's lunchtime, so I'm gonna eat my lunch. It's some chicken salad with crackers. It's already ready to eat, and then some pickles. I think if I was gonna be feeding everybody, I would have picked something like a box of mac and cheese, or cooked up a bag of rice with some mixed veggies and some soy sauce. But they had no dry beans, they had no rice. The only mac and cheese that they had at our Dollar Tree was the Cheetos kind, which I wasn't about to buy. But I'm just feeding myself, so I'll show you what this looks like. Also, I did get hungry today, so I did have a banana, which was not part of the Dollar Tree haul. But I was really hungry after yoga, and bananas really like kind of fill me up. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I also need to make the chocolate chip cookies before the kids get home. Let's see what this looks like. I don't think this is gonna be enough food. I don't know, I just think I picked the wrong day to go. Either, like I said, they didn't stock the shelves, or their truck wasn't in. So it looks like it comes with maybe 3 crackers and a little can of the chicken salad, but it comes with a little spoon. Okay, it comes with 5 crackers, so the crackers look good. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this chicken salad looks like cat food. It smells good though. It just needs to be stirred up. I prefer to make my own chicken salad, but let's go ahead and see how this tastes. I should have done this in the kitchen. I'm making a mess. Got some chicken on there. I know these pickles are good. It's got 120 calories in the can. I don't know what the crackers are. The crackers are 70 calories. I mean, so you are getting a substantial amount of calories. You probably want to eat a piece of fruit with it, maybe. It's actually not bad, especially if you're watching your weight. I would say that it's more of a snack than a lunch, because I'm still going to be hungry. I'm going to have to eat a fig bar with this, or an apple or something. But I mean, like I said, ooh, these pickles are cut thick. If you were in a pinch, it would do. It tastes pretty good. They had tuna ones too. I'm not the hugest tuna fan, but this is my lunch, but I am gonna have to eat an apple or something with it just to be satiated. So I'll see you when I make the cookies. That literally took me like 30 seconds to eat. I was thinking, I do remember seeing like cans of chili yesterday. I could have gotten a couple of those and made chili, or even just a couple cans they had some like chicken noodle soup. That might have been a better option just to feed myself. Like I said, I think it would have been hard to feed everybody just because they didn't have enough stuff. Like, it would have been super easy to get a bag of rice or a bag of dried beans, or even some canned beans, and try to make my own chili for lunch. and steep that over into dinner. But like literally our shelves at our Dollar Tree were empty. But I think this is a good video to make because even though the shelves were empty, I still came up with something to feed myself. And I'm sure if I had done this when all the kids are home, I could have found something to feed everybody for lunch, just like I did the dinner for tonight. Because that could have been a lunch. I could have just bought an extra beef packages of the beef patties and did the lasagna for lunch. Make the chocolate chip cookies. So it is Betty Crocker, and you just add half a cup of butter, margarine because it's not real butter. Got the oven preheated, and then you just need 1 tablespoon of water. It's Betty Crocker. This is supposed to make 12 cookies, so it should be good. I was trying to pick stuff where I didn't have to buy like milk and eggs. Or flour, you know, sugar. So there's the mix. I don't know if you can see that. And actually I waited about 15 minutes after I ate the chicken. Melted my butter a little bit. It said not to melt it all the way. Anyway, I waited, and actually I really wasn't that hungry still. And I was cold, and I already had a bunch of herbal tea this morning. So I wanted something sweet, so I just made myself a nice cup of hot chocolate, and that hit the spot. But the hot chocolate did not come from the Dollar Tree. Okay, let me get my tablespoon of water. Curious, it says a soft dough should form. Usually I make my cookies from scratch. Kind of fun. These challenges are fun. So I'm just getting it all mixed up in there. So I'll show you after I get it on the baking tray what it looks like before they go into the oven. So I'm really bad about making the same size, but whatever. We got 12 cookies here. They're probably gonna all go into each other because I should have used a bigger tray, but I'm gonna cook these. It says between 8 and 10 minutes. Okay, little cookies, bake away, do your job. Kids will be home soon, so I put the Teddy Graham or those little honey teddy bear crackers in here. And they were actually really excited about the chili picante corn nuts. This is both bags that I put in this little Tupperware thing. So yeah, I put them too close together. I'm gonna let them cool. They probably taste fine though. They just look a little weird. So I tasted the cookies. They're not bad. Homemade is definitely better, but it's still a sweet treat from the Dollar Tree. That is semi-homemade. Kids are home from school. Jillian's finishing my pickles. They're having some corn nuts. Allie said the cookies tasted kind of funky.
Wait, what kind of pickles?
They're just dill pickles.
No,
They're from my lunch. They're all fighting over that little bag of pickles.
You want me to get the last one? No, I only had 2.
So the verdict is in. The kids are not a fan of the Betty Crocker cookies. I mean, I even put them back in for a couple minutes, and they just break apart. I don't think they taste bad though. It's almost kind of like eating cookie dough. I don't know. Plus I cooked them too close together, so they're not the prettiest. So I put these in a bag because actually I was thinking, since they crumbled so easy, we have some vanilla ice cream, so this would actually be really good on some vanilla ice cream. So maybe I'll just save it for that if the kids don't want to eat it today. So our Dollar Tree dinner is done, and this is actually going to be feeding 9 people because everybody's eating here tonight, and Allie's boyfriend is eating here as well. And this should be enough to feed everyone, and I've tasted it. Tastes really good. The little ground beef patties actually taste really nice, so this is going to be our dinner. Actually, this meal to feed 9 people, not everybody is sitting down yet, but to feed 9 people, I'm going to say it was $6.50. I'm doing the 50 cents because I had to take those beef patties come 2 in a package, and I took 1 beef patty from one of the other packages so I could use it for the lasagna meal. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Everybody's saying that it tastes really good. It's not bad meal to feed so many people, and there might even be leftovers for lunch tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think. And I was also thinking it might be, leave me a comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Chicken tendies. So I will call tonight a win with 9 people eating. There was still just a tiny bit left over that I can have for lunch tomorrow. All right, guys, see you next time. Bye.